everybody. Today is Monday, July 22nd. It's 6:17 a.m. We're on our way to Eggworks. We got a Doordash offer for $6.50 for 2.4 miles. Let's get on over there. I got a new strategy this morning since yesterday was a total disaster and made hardly any money whatsoever. Today's strategy is $3 for every mile with a $6 minimum, and that should ensure that I will get offers that are gonna be acceptable but still not put too many miles on the car. What was I doing yesterday? I was trying to continue to do the $2 for every mile and with a $20 minimum, because it had worked the previous 2 or 3 days. It had worked in a row, and but yesterday it didn't work at all, and I didn't get anything like that. So the day was almost over, and I said, well, I'm gonna have to just quickly shift the strategy just to get anything. And then I got there were terrible offers pretty much, because they were not high dollar. The miles were just like whatever. They were just okay. The first one was okay. I think it was like in the 2 mile range for like $9. But then the second one I got just ate up all the miles of the car. And plus the day was just about over, because it was already, I think it was going to be noon at that point. And I was like, well, I don't want to work anymore, because it started to get super hot. So this new strategy hopefully will get us some work throughout the day, and my plan is to work just until about 10:30 to 11 a.m. and that's going to do it. Today it looks like there's going to be about a 40% chance of rain today is what they said. So I put out my sandbags out of my patio door to keep the water from coming in, and hopefully that will do it. And yeah, I don't know if it's going to affect my driving or not. The weird thing about rain here is it always looks like it's not going to rain at all, and then suddenly it starts to rain, and then it just pours really hard and everything floods, and then you have to wait until the flooding goes away before you can go back out again. It usually doesn't last for very long, so it's short, but it's really intense. So usually what I end up doing is, if it starts to rain, I turn everything off and I just go home, and then I wait for it to pass. So yeah, I don't know for sure whether or not that's going to happen today. There are clouds in the sky, but none of them look ominous or anything, and there's no wind right now. So hopefully it won't rain at all, but you always have to be prepared. Well, we're getting pretty close to turning into Eggworks here. It's going to be coming up on the right. The driveway always sneaks up on me right here at this curve. And I don't think it's going to be very crowded in there, because it's Monday, and I don't think very many people go out to breakfast on a Monday, and it looks pretty empty. I don't see hardly anybody here at all. So I guess I'll just park right here on this parking spot here, run on in, and hopefully it's ready. Hello. Hi, picking up for Michelle. I got it, and we're gonna be going 3 minutes from here, 1 mile. Leave at the door. It's a house. Let's go. We're turning into the neighborhood. There's no gate, so we are in like Flynn, and this is a nice neighborhood. I think all the houses here are single story. It's so rare to find neighborhoods in this city that are single story. Most neighborhoods are either all 2-story, or it's a mix of 2-story and single story. So People in general, as they get older, prefer to have the single stories. And then when they're young with families, they want the 2 stories. All right, we're here. Let me just park it and I'll head on in. Throwing back up the app, $9.12 for some match that we didn't want, so I'm getting rid of it. But yeah, I put the app back on because it seems to be busy right now, so maybe we'll get a couple that are gonna come in that you guys can see, and they'll be worth talking about. But who knows, maybe it won't be anything. It's just like Murphy. Like whenever I put the app on for you guys to see offers coming in, nothing comes in, and then the moment I turn it off, that's when the offer comes in. But yeah, so far this morning's been fine. It's nice to not have any sun for a little while. You know, normally every single day you guys see me wearing the sunglasses. It's because it is so bright here and always so sunny every day that I would get cataracts if I didn't wear the sunglasses while I'm out. It is so bright here. And today there are clouds, so I'm like, oh good, finally I can get a break from wearing the sunglasses. And I wear them so often that about every other day or every third day I've got to take the sunglasses into the bathroom and I got to wash them, because I wear them for such a long period of time, they actually get dirty. And then if I don't wash them, I can get like, you know, there's like bacteria on the sunglasses, so it's bad for your skin. So I'm just glad I can just get a break. You know, I don't really even like wearing the sunglasses. I don't like having really anything on my face, but you have to do what you got to do when you live in Vegas and it's super hot and the UV index is like really high. You know, even right now I put sunscreen on because I don't know when the sun is going to suddenly come out and stay out. So I just lathered that sunscreen on and just doing what I got to do. Well, you can see there's nothing coming in, so I'll let you guys know when something does. And I'm calculating the money to mile ratio. I'm doing it where when the miles come up, I'm rounding down. So if it's even if it says 2.7 miles, I'm doing 2 times 3, so $3 times 2. So if, like, yeah, for example, if an offer came in that said 2.7 miles, I would round down to 2 and multiply it times 3, the $3, and that would be $6, a $6 minimum acceptable offer for that 2.7 mile offer. And I think that's fair, because if I rounded up, I think it would make it even more difficult to get offers, because that would mean it would have to be, instead of $6, it would have to be $9. And I'm like, wow, I want to get work, so let's be realistic. Based on what happened yesterday, I'm gonna have to do that if I want to keep busy. And then also somebody commented on they were worried that they weren't going to see any more coffee shop deliveries, because you know all the high dollar offers are generally shopping requests. So no, I'm just messing around. I'm just trying out different things and trying to see what works. Doordash, $3.75. Dash, $8.75 for 5.7 miles. And this is all the money we've made so far. Another one, $9.25 for 7.9 miles. There's another one, $5 for 9.7 miles. The hits just keep coming. $5.75 for 8.8 miles. For next one, $6.75 for 9.4 miles. All right, I think we've got one, I think. Oh no, wait, that's 3 times. It should be $9. So I don't know if I should take this one or not. All right, I didn't take that one because it wasn't the $3 for every mile. Maybe I should change my rate. Maybe I should do $2.50 a mile. Uber Eats, $3.54 for 4.4 miles. That ain't gonna happen. $4.09 for 6.6 miles. That's a no. Chick-fil-A, $2.75 for 5.7 miles. Doordash, $9.75, 9.2 miles. Well, I don't know if this $3 for every mile strategy is working at all today. I'm sure so far there's only been one offer that's come in that's been at the normal $2 for every mile, and that was that Starbucks one. Wonder if I should change the strategy. It's 8:12 a.m. so I still got about two and a half hours left in the shift, so I guess I'll adjust the strategy. It's real slow today, it seems like it, so I'm gonna adjust the strategy. I'm gonna go back to $2 for every mile. All right, we got one from Doordash. Finally, we got something good. Hope this guy doesn't go. It's like easy killer in your giant truck. Don't run me down. Okay, we got Doordash, $12.86, 3.5 miles. We got a shop for 10 distinct items. Let's go. It's nice to see something finally come in after, I don't know, let's see, 6:30. I think it was an hour and a half to 2 hours just hanging out at home, going through offers and waiting for something to come in. So I guess it's still working out, because if I would have taken that $7 one, that Starbucks one for $7, I would have missed this $12 one. So I don't know. I think the $3 for every mile strategy is working and could still be working if I just stick to it. I think that the temptation to not do it was because it was slow. But I think it's slow no matter what. Like, even if I would have said the $2 one, it's still that $7 one that came in only recently came in. There was still nothing before that came in that was $2 for every mile anyway. So nothing was really going to change the outcome if I would have started off with the $2 for every mile right at the beginning. So, and I think $2 for every mile should just be my absolute minimum, even if it's slow, because when you drive somewhere and you do the delivery, you got to drive all the way back. So it ends up being double the miles. So if it's like a 3-mile drive to drop it off, then you got to drive 3 miles back to your starting point. So it's actually going to be 6 miles total. So, and that's $2. That comes out to like $1 for every mile in the end. So yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the $3 for every mile. And whatever happens. It's not a big deal. But I'm having a good time just messing around and just seeing what I get and what comes up and how many miles I put on the car. It's just like a fun activity just to see what happens when you kind of fool around with the numbers. We made it into the shopping center, and let's look at what we're shopping for. Some Sara Lee bread. God, I hope this guy is paying attention the way he's driving. Everybody's driving crazy this morning. They're all going way too fast, and they're not looking where they're going. It's like, calm down, people. We're going to get that bread, Gatorade, 2 different kinds of Gatorade. We're going to get, what is this? The Ajinomoto chicken fried rice meal. I never heard of that one. Eggos. Some alkaline water, oat milk, Starbucks coffee, and then a chopped salad kit. Okay, cool. Let's go in. all, that was a lot of heavy stuff. I was really surprised for such a small number of items how heavy everything was. It was 2 of those large cases of Gatorade, and then 3 of those really heavy bottles of alkaline water. And we're going to be going to an apartment just a half a mile from here, so the distance is going to be really short. The only bad news is that obviously it's an apartment. But I think these apartments, everything is first floor, so I'm going to probably load everything up on my flatbed and roll it on over. So let's get in there. Luckily, I have been to this building before, so my navigation is telling me how to get there, because I saved it on the I saved it into my Google Maps, the building number. So, and I think it's the only building number I've ever well, no, I've delivered to other places in this complex, so I'm not sure why this is the only one I saw listed. Maybe the other one I've only been to one other time, maybe, and I didn't bother to mark it, or who knows. But at least I got the one I'm going to, so that's all that matters. And this is just a regular town. I think they call these townhouses, so they are, to me they just look like apartments, but I don't know, whatever works for people. You want to call it a townhouse, enjoy. So let's see. So it looks like it's not this building. It's gonna be I'm gonna make a right here, and it's gonna be the second building on the right. But I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been here, so I can't really remember. I want to say it's this very first opening here on the right. So I'm gonna park because this looks very familiar. All right, let's do it. So humid today, man. That was actually not a hard delivery, but because it's so humid today, it makes it more difficult, because you know, you sweat more easily, and then of course it's harder to breathe in this humidity. I don't know how people do this kind of work in places like Florida and Texas, all these places that get real humid. I guess you adapt to it after a while, is all I can think, because you know, I'm used to a dry climate, so my body goes into a little bit of shock. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on? This is not the atmosphere we're accustomed to. So it gets into a little bit of a panic about it. So I gotta just make sure I don't overdo it, because I'm not acclimated. This is kind of like altitude. Like if you move to Colorado, you try to do this job, you would get lightheaded and dizzy because you're not used to the altitude. So it's very similar. So while it's all quiet right now, I'll let you guys know when something else comes in. I finished making my black bean burgers last night. They took a long time. It's a really long process to make them. I ended up making about I think a dozen. So I make about 12 veggie patties from the recipe, and they usually last about 2 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks is usually how long they'll last, because I mean, I don't eat them every day, but sometimes it's just a good go-to. The latest thing I've been doing to try to Uber Eats, $7.02 for 5 miles. No, the latest thing that I've been trying to do to eat healthy is I've been buying zucchini squash, and I buy 7 of them. So I'll eat zucchini squash every day, and I'll prepare it really fast by dicing it, and then I'll throw it in a saute pan with just a little bit of water and cover it, and then boil it really fast. But there's not enough water in there for it to take a long time to heat up. So the water heats up real quick and quickly boils the it's more like blanch, I guess you call it blanching or poaching, because the layer of water is so thin. But it quickly cooks the zucchini squash, like in, I want to say like in 5 minutes or less. It cooks the zucchini squash. And then I dice some tomatoes. I've been buying tomatoes every day, so I'll have diced tomatoes and zucchini with whatever. So that's like almost like a succotash, but I'm not adding any corn to it, because I don't really want the carbs. I think corn has a lot of carbs. So just the tomato and the zucchini squash, and then have it with whatever the heck I'm eating, whether I'm having a tuna sandwich or a salad or the veggie burger, just whatever. So that's just like the latest thing I've been trying out to try to get like more nutrition in my diet, because it's so easy to just to grab what is just hanging out in the refrigerator, and that's usually not good for you. So far so good. And I have it all sitting out. I mean, I have the tomatoes sitting out, so I see them every day. And then of course when I see those, that triggers me. I'm like, oh, better get out one of those zucchini squashes and dice it up. So that's like the newest thing I'm doing meal wise. Nothing else too exciting to talk about going on at home. So everything else is going good. The ants are managed. That's all fine. And we're just dealing right now with all this rain. $7.50 for 6 miles. No. Yes, we're just dealing with all this rain. Every week we've had in the forecast rain. And so that's just been a bit of a pain, and just have to get through it. Hopefully it will subside once we get to August, and we'll get back to no rain, because it's so rare that it rains here. But in the month of July, it's our monsoon season, but usually it's just 2 times out of the month, not every single week. Uber Eats, $6.39 for 3 miles. See, I normally take that one, but nope, not taking it. I'm going for $3 a mile. Sorry. All right, well, we'll see what happens next. Our next one from Uber Eats, we're going to be going 3.3 miles for $13.20. We have to first go to 7-Eleven, and then we're going to go to Francesca's Acai Bowl. So let's head on over first to 7-Eleven. Order wasn't ready, so I was in there for a while. I don't know, 8 minutes, something like that. I mean, nothing was ready. So I had to wait, and then there was a person behind me, and they were in a hurry, and I could tell they were just like wanting me to hurry up. I was like, well, there's nothing I can do. I already told them all the information, so I just got to stand here and just wait for them to finish. So unfortunately, she just happened to end up behind me, and her what she needed to do was real quick, but there was nothing I could do. Oh, come on, guy, just do it. Make your move so I can go. All right, so now we're gonna head over to Francesca's Acai Bowl, 4 minutes from here, 1.5 miles. All right, we made it to the second pickup. Hopefully this one will be ready. I pray. At least the miles are low. I was shocked to get this one because it was not a normal Uber Eats offer. It was one of those match ones. And I never get those because, I always hesitate to accept them. So usually when you hesitate, someone else jumps on it before you can get it. But I don't know, maybe because I was so close. Maybe that's why I got it. All right, we're here. No, it's not ready yet. Oh well. First place we're gonna go to is the order for Francesca's Acai Bowl. And it's a meet at the door. It's a business, and it's only 1.1 miles from here. So let's go drop it off. All right, we made it, and it's gonna be this building on the right. So I just gotta find a place to park. I think they have visitor parking over here somewhere. Let me see. Let's see. Is it this one? Oh, this is all handicap. Oh, please keep going, truck. Don't stop there. God, he stopped there. Great. I have to go a little further down. Thanks, truck. I really appreciate it. Ooh, did I just hit something? I think I just ran over a bottle or something. Let's go in. That delivery went just fine. There was nobody that was there, but I just rang a little bell that was on the table and just left it there. So our next exciting drop-off is going to be to a bank just across the street, and it says to meet outside. So hopefully they actually do meet us outside, because I don't want to have to go into that bank. There's a lot of confusion. I've been in that bank before, and when you walk in, it's like nobody walks up to you. They're just, because it's such a big space, they don't even notice you when you walk in. So hopefully they do come outside to me at the door. Whew, man, this humidity is getting to me, and I feel like I've only done like 2 or 3 deliveries. I think I'm getting spoiled. Okay, we're here in the shopping center where the bank is, so let me see if I can find the entrance. They have some kind of new Pilates place here, so it makes it kind of confusing. All right, I think I see the entrance, so I'm gonna just park here, I guess, because I'll just tell them I arrived, because they're obviously not outside. So, all right, let's do it. Okay, so that delivery went fine. A lady came outside, but she wasn't the customer, but I think she was like the manager or something, because she ended up taking the order from me, and then she's like, "Who's this for?" And I said the name of the customer. She's like, "Oh, okay, I understand." And now somebody keeps on calling me. I don't know who it is, but I'm not going to worry about it. Doordash, $11.25, 8.6 miles. That ain't going to work. Decline. I'm like, if somebody has like a missing item, sometimes they'll call and they'll be like, "Oh, where's my whatever?" And I'm like, "Well, I can't do anything about it." I'm like, "I'm gone." Once I drop off and I take off, I am gone. And so they can either give me a bad review, or they can just contact support for whatever happened, because there's nothing I can do about whatever their issue is. There's nothing I can do. I just pick up what I need to pick up, make sure I got everything, and I drop it off. So I'm not on any assignments right now, and everything is just going to have to be whatever it is. That happened to me with Farmer Boys a long time ago. I went to pick stuff up, and then I dropped it off, and they kept calling about how they didn't have their drinks or something, and I didn't get them. And I'm like, well, I was so far away at that point. It's like, it's too late. I can't go all the way back. So they just gave me a bad review, and they didn't give me a tip, and that's just a part of the game. Uber Eats, $14.15 for 8 miles. No. Okay, I'm gonna go catch my breath. Got another one here from DoorDash. It's $17.50 for 7.7 miles. Shopping for 6 distinct items and then 1 distinct item at Albertsons. It's very tempting to take that one, but it doesn't meet my criteria of $3 for every mile. So I don't know, because it would have to be $21. So I'm not sure if I should take it or not. What time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock, so the odds that something else is going to come in is probably not very high. So, well, I guess I'll take it, I guess. Let me hit. Well, this offer for $17.50 and 7.7 miles to shop at those 2 stores, it's so borderline as far as it being worth it, because it's going to take, well, it's going to take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to probably complete, because both of these stores, it's not easy to get in and out, because you got to park, you got to walk, you got to get the cart, you got to roll across the store from one end to the other, and it just also depends how crowded it is, I guess. But this is going to be the last one, guys. So let's get first on down to Target and get it going. Okay, everybody. Let's look at the shopping list as we pull into the shopping center here for Target. Ocean Spray White Cran Strawberry Juice Bottle. Gatorade Thirst Quencher Glacier Cherry Sports Drink. Snapple Kiwi Strawberry Juice Drink, Simply Lemonade People, they really want that sugar today. What else? Kellogg's Kellogg's something as I make my turn. Kellogg's Scooby-Doo Cinnamon Graham Cracker Sticks and 2% reduced fat milk. They want 2 of them. Boy, I sure hope this stuff can stay cold in the car while I run into Albertsons after this. Okay, let's park. The cold stuff in one single bag. It's like 2 milks and a lemonade or something, so hopefully that'll be good enough to keep everything cold. And I don't know what I'm going to be getting at this next place, so I'm going to just have to hope that whatever I'm getting at the next place is easy to find and it's not like something in a locked cabinet or something like that. Otherwise, the customer's not going to be happy when they drink their sour milk and their spoiled lemonade. That would be a very unhappy customer, I would think. All right, let's get on over to Albertsons next. All right, everybody, take a look at what we're shopping for. Happy Blooms Bouquet or Bouquet. Oh boy. You know this is not going to be easy to find, and that picture that you're seeing of that beautiful bouquet of flowers, they're not going to have that. There's no way. So I'm just going to have to try to find something that looks similar, snatch it up just as fast as I can, and head on to the checkout. All right, let's get on over there. Majestic Grand. Just like I thought. Yes, indeedy, just like I thought. They did not have the one that they wanted. So I just found something that looked kind of similar and got it. That's all I could do. It didn't even have me scan the barcode. It just went through. And the app doesn't tell me how much money they spent on the flowers. So I had to just basically get something that looked like the flowers, like the general color scheme and flower type. But I had to, wait a second, where's this wanting me to go? This better not be a dead end. But they I'm just a little bit nervous here. I'm thinking we're gonna hit a dead end. Sometimes the navigation takes you to the wrong places. So yeah, so I just bought the one that was affordable, that looked like it matched the picture, and then I just checked out, and of course it went through because it was probably one of the lowest priced bouquets, and it didn't specify if it was a dozen, half a dozen. It didn't say. All right, we're almost at the drop off, and we're going to be dropping off the Albertsons order. Oops, I meant to say we're dropping off the order that we did at Target. You know, the milk and the juice and all that stuff. That's the first one, and the flowers are second, which is perfect because we need to drop off this milk as soon as possible. It's a leave at the door, and we're going to make a right here, and it's going to be at the house on the left. I think it might be the second one on the left. Let's see. Yep, it's the second one on the left. Let me just turn it around. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got that all dropped off, and now we're off to the final one, and I'm just trying to make sure I go the right way. It's giving me some weird directions. It's telling me not to go straight ahead, but to make a left here. I'm like, okay. So we're going to be dropping off these flowers. It's a handed to me, hand to front desk. Okay, so it sounds like it's a business. Let's get down there. So far, I think the strategy that I'm using is good, but I think that I need to shift it to $2 per mile later on in the day, or at the very least I need to make it $2 per mile if the offer is over a certain dollar amount, like let's say $15 or higher. I should then adjust it. God, this person's a terrible driver. Shoot. Every day, every time I'm talking to you guys, somebody pulls a crazy maneuver. Yeah, because I think that if I do it that way, then I won't miss out on high dollar offers, and I'll also be able to still do the low dollar offers and get, you know, because somebody said that they wanted to still see like Starbucks and, you know, all the other things that I would normally do. And so I think it would make, if I keep it at the $3 per mile for the low dollar offers, then I'll still be able to do Starbucks because I do get offers still at that rate. They're just, you know, they're just not long trips. And then the longer trips or the high dollar ones, I won't get as much per mile, but they're still more valuable because, well, you know, because they're usually going to be $15 or higher. So yeah, so let's try that out again, and I'll be doing that tomorrow and see how that goes. All right, we're almost there. Okay, I'm turning in, and I think it's the building on the left. Let me see. Yeah, it's this building here. I just have to find a place to park that where the door is close by. They probably have a visitors parking area, I hope. They got plenty of handicap. They got plenty of handicap, but they don't, well. Hi, for Janie. I'll save it right here. Thank you. Hi, people. That is it. We are at the end. Take a look at all that money we made. What? We didn't make that much money. But it's okay because the strategy worked. I've put on less than 30 miles on the car. So I'm happy about that. And I think as far as the money to mile ratio, I think we're doing good. I think the money is far greater than the miles we put on. So I'm happy about it, even though I'm still not quite, I mean, I'd like to get about $50 per day, but I don't think we got to that mark, but I'm sure we're somewhere close, and that's all good. And I got lots of different places that we went to, and we saw a lot of different types of office buildings, so that was kind of cool. And yeah, that's it. And then down below you see all the stats for DoorDash and Uber Eats. So that is it. So let's wrap. Thank you all so much for watching. What is this? Oh, thank God that's off. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again on the... People drive like nuts. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.